Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR and welcome to Show and Tell. For the few that are new, Show and Tell's pickup series where I show off some of the cool things I picked up, whether it be like games, figures, or anything I really just like. But as of this upload, it's my birthday. I'm 31 years old now. And what does any 31-year-old need? Lots of Sonic stuff, and we got plenty of that in this video. In the last Show and Tell, I talked about how I got out of credit card debt and now I can finally start game collecting again. I hate to break it to you guys, I'm back in credit card debt, so I can't afford to do that anymore, but I did get a few games though, I think. Did I get a few games? No, I think I just got one. But it's still cool, check this out. So the first thing I want to show off is this copy of Sonic Colors on the DS. Now this is actually the first way I actually played this game, not this copy in particular. I had a ROM and a flash cartridge on my DS and just played it that way for a while. And now I have it, like actual, physical, like complete in box. And I actually just played this live on my TikTok. So by the way, if you want to watch me do gaming live streams, I stream on TikTok now. But this game is honestly arguable of being possibly better than the console versions. I'm not gonna make that argument. It's tough for me, but as I was playing this, I'm like, man, I'm enjoying this a lot more than the console versions. But now, like, you know, now things have faded and like, which way would I rather play again? It's tough. This is a very good game. But speaking of DS stuff, there is something I've wanted since I was in middle school. And I saw this in a Nintendo Power magazine. It was like a contest. I tried winning. I failed. But now I have it. It came into our store. I work in a game store, by the way, for those who don't know. I work in a game store. And it came in, and I had to get it. And that is this DS Lite for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. There are custom shells that you can get for this, that you can like swap it out, and it looks close, but like this one's the actual legit one. You can tell by like the little particle effects on here, like the sparkles. The inside doesn't really have anything in particular, but I got this for probably $40, I think. And the only reason I was able to get it this cheap was because the screens are busted on this thing, which I already have so many other DSs that I'd rather use. So me having this as a display piece to eventually fix later down the road if I really want to, for 40 bucks, I'm all in. So it's nice to finally have this after, I want to say, 17 years or so, more or less. So it's kind of like a dream come true. It's really nice. So I don't know if I actually shown this off in a previous show and tell or not. I hope I didn't. But I got this Sonic pre-order figure. This is for Sonic 06. This is like one of the cooler last things, like pre-order wise, that you can get, I think. They're like, pre-order bonuses have not been really cool recently. I mean, no, I take that back. There have been some cool stuff. But like, I think of the Crash Bandicoot bobblehead you would get when you get the console in the game and you got a resin statue, essentially. But this thing is still really cool. I like this thing a lot. I can't remember if I bought this or my buddy Bryce bought this for me. Bryce buys me a lot of stuff, by the way. But I love this because I actually like Sonic 06. I wish it actually represented like Sonic 06 Sonic more, but it's still really cool. The next thing I'm going to show off is something that I'm kind of disappointed in, actually. I don't know why I keep spending my money like this, though. And that is the amazing Yamaguchi Aizawa. Now, I was like kind of looking forward to this figure. I wasn't super excited, but I just wanted to add him to the collection just so I can have as many characters as I can. But this release is so messed up. Like, there's a face that I have that like has two different painted eyes, so it looks like it has a lazy eye, and his goggles don't even line up with his eyes either. Like, for a figure that I'm spending, what, $80 on? We deserve so much better than what we got. I am so tired of Revoltech or Amazing Yamaguchi or whatever messing up the first batches of these figures. It's releases like this that make me want to stop collecting as a whole, but I like My Hero Academia, so we'll see. I'm not going to review another Amazing Yamaguchi figure until they make something good. Because their past couple of releases, I've been so disappointed with. I'm over it. But he's not the only figure that we got. In fact, we've gotten so many figures in the past month that I'm probably just going to like speed roll them because I actually plan on doing videos on a lot of those figures. The first thing I want to show off is this little Chow right here. I don't plan on doing a video on this one. Like, I just got this one so I could do like photography with it because I already have a gold Chow, another neutral Chow, as well as a dark Chow. I plan on doing like a Chow Garden-esque photo shoot That's going to be on my Instagram. That's going to be in the link below, the like button and the subscribe button. Please hit those. But yeah, having more chow, the more the merrier. So I found them in the wild for $5. Of course, I had to grab them. So the next batch of figures, I plan on doing videos on all of those. So my schedule is going to be packed because I got so many figures now. First up, we got the Jax Pacific II from Super Monkey Ball. This is the first figure of II that I know of that's been released since like the Joyride days, back from like GameCube era. I personally prefer that look of II personally, but I found this at Walmart. I don't like shopping at Walmart, but this is a Walmart exclusive, so I had to grab this thing. And now that I have it, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to open this up. In fact, I bought 2 of them so I can keep one in the box, because I know this is probably gonna go up in value one day because there's not a lot of Super Monkey Ball merchandise out there. Next up, we got Sonic Prime Nux. I originally wanted to go for the whole line, then I decided against it. But then I'm like, I like the New York City like aesthetic, so I kind of want to grab all those figures if I can. So I found this one at a GameStop, and he's cool looking. I like him. Next up, we got Rusty Rose. I also found this at a GameStop, I think. No, I saw this at Target. But hey, Rusty Rose. I'm not gonna get into too much spoilers. But I'm very excited to do. This is probably gonna be an unboxing video, like for all the Prime figures I got. And I plan on getting more that I haven't shown off in the video yet. There's like at least 2 more that I know that I'm gonna pick up soon. But this next one, thankfully, my boy Tito the OG hooked me up with, and that is Shadow. This is regarded as like one of the best Shadow figures out there so far. And he managed to find this in the wild, and I think he posted it on his story, and I'm like, yo, I need that. And we found stuff for each other, I think, because I sent him some figures. I went to a toy store recently. Shout out to Tatted Toy Guys out in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. I was supposed to see them for like 4 years. Like we were talking during COVID, because we both do photography. They do professionally, I do it as a hobby. But they have this amazing toy shop, and I found Tito so many like Jazzwares figures for Sonic that he needed. So I sent him those, and he sent me this. So I'm really excited to do a video on this. I'm debating on doing like an individual video for it. I definitely plan on unboxing it like during the Sonic Prime video, but making its own standalone video, we'll see. And for the next thing, I found this set once before, and I went back for it later that day, and it was gone. So now I bought it, and that's gonna be the Head Start Crash Bandicoot 4 figures. Now, originally, if you bought these like individually, they came with their own masks, but like finding them in the wild in America is pretty much impossible. So when I found this at GameStop, I'm like, fine, I'll buy this. I originally didn't really care about owning this set, but I think it would be fun to do a video on these. And it would be nice to eventually get Resource, Coco, and Cortex to compare them to. We were supposed to get NECA figures, but we didn't get those. Why? But it would be fun to compare these with other Crash figures I have in my collection. I don't like how they look compared to the prototype pictures, but we'll dive deeper when I do the actual unboxing / review thing. But the next figure I got is going to be one that is exclusive to New York, because I went to New York and I spent a lot of money, but this is the first thing I bought in New York, and that is going to be the SH Figuarts Naruto Battle Scarred Edition. So this is Tamashi's store exclusive. So the difference with this guy is it's literally the same exact Naruto figure, but he looks dirtier and scuffed up, but he comes with a bigger Rasengan piece. So somehow that justified this thing to be $50 versus the $35 for the standard version. But I am excited to open this up and like compare this with other figures, because the paint job on it reminds me so much of the very first Naruto SH Figuarts. So I'm excited to compare different versions of Naruto with this. And if anybody is wondering, I do plan on grabbing the Naruto Top 99 figures so I can compare them to the other Narutos as well. Plus, I'm an addict. I gotta have the whole set. But while I was in New York, of course, I shopped at other places. The next place I went to was a Nintendo store, and we grabbed a lot of stuff in the Nintendo store. The first thing I grabbed were these two. We got the Ice Pikmin plush, or I could just show it to the top camera, that works too. And we also got the Ochi plush. Look at Ochi! So these are from Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 being one of my favorite games now, because It's so good. It's actually my favorite game of last year. It was fantastic. So when they announced that they were making these plush, I was so excited. And they plan on making more plush. I think that's going to be like the other dog as well as the glow Pikmin. So I gotta grab those now. I don't know if I'm going to grab them from Nintendo New York again, or if I'm going to grab them from my job, because sometimes we sell those at my job. I work in a retro game store. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, because this video took multiple takes. But I had to grab these. These are cute. Now I have like a little like chain full of plush above my collection. I don't know how I'm going to hang these up, but I will figure it out. And of course, the shopaholic in me needed a little bit more than that, so we grabbed a few more things. The next thing we got was a Nintendo New York shirt. Surprisingly enough, I never grabbed a Nintendo New York shirt before, but here it is. This one is like partial cotton, partial polyester. I kind of wish it was all cotton, personally, but this is still really soft. This is like really comfy. And my fiance also got a shirt to match this, where it was like all like gold printing. When I first saw the gold printing, I said, yes, I'll grab that instead. But that was a feminine shirt. I couldn't wear that, so oh well. So I got this one instead, but hers is like 100% cotton. This is like part polyester. It's like an eczema, possible autism thing as well. I'm very picky on my clothes, I'm sorry. But I also wanted a new water bottle. And I found this, and I'm like, hey, this is neat. So I grabbed this Nintendo New York water bottle. It's literally just an H2Go bottle, just with Nintendo branding all over it. In fact, the box literally like has no special branding on it whatsoever. It's just, hey, it's a special edition Mario one. Here you go. And there's a little sticker down there saying which one it is. I like to drink a lot of water. I need a good bottle for it. So here it is. There's also one in black, I think. But I like the red. I like Nintendo red. Also, I just noticed on the shirt, like on the back, there's this. So that looks really nice. But my favorite thing is probably the little like Nintendo little tag right there. I think that's really cute. But the last thing that I got at Nintendo New York was something I actually wanted for a while. And I couldn't really afford it, but I said screw it. But that is the Sega Genesis controller for Nintendo Switch Online. I already have all the other controllers up there, as you can see, but I didn't grab the Sega Genesis controller. But I want to grab this specifically for like Sonic Mania, Sonic Origins Plus. It's probably about it, to be honest. But the idea of this makes me so happy. Unfortunately, it got dinged up on the way back home. But the whole idea of this controller is so fascinating to me because during the 90s, Nintendo and Sega were arch rivals. And of course, you see games nowadays with Mario and Sonic at the Olympics and a couple of Nintendo exclusive Sonic games sometimes, you know, back in the Wii U days. But like, this is an official product that Nintendo made for the Sega Genesis. This, I find so funny. And I love it so much. And now I can officially use this thing on my Switch. I didn't use it yet. Kind of wish that it had the like window display compared to the other Nintendo things up there. But like, I love the aesthetic of this box so much that like, this makes me happy. This is fine. Like, I haven't even opened it yet. Let's open it up quick. To be honest, I kind of like this box a little better than the other ones because like, even though it comes in a nice window display, the windows themselves are not attached to the box. And as soon as you slide it out, the plastic part's just like all slippy and slidey. And plus, this is all like nice and wrapped up. Wow. And officially, there's a mode button on here. That's actually pretty funny. You got home and share. Oh my god, this is so cool. And of course the battery's dead. But look at that. Nintendo Sega. That is hilarious. I love this. I'm actually going to charge this up. Shortly after that, I went to FAO Schwartz. That's like a big toy store. It used to be a lot of fun that I liked to go to as a kid. Like that as well as Toys R Us. But now it's just FAO Schwartz. I don't want to go to Macy's to go into a glorified toy aisle. No, thank you. But I didn't plan on grabbing anything in FAO Schwartz. I just wanted to look around. But I found something that just hooked me. I'm like, that's it. I'm buying it. That is this clip and roll skates. Now, as a kid, I was so into Heelys. I loved Heelys so much. But when I saw a sales rep just rolling around in these, I'm like, that's it. I'm buying it. But Heelys, I have Heelys as an adult, okay? Those things are so uncomfy. I don't like them anymore. But I can wear my comfy shoes. and roll around in them. It has a gimmick so like when you spin it, it like lights up. I personally don't really care about that. Like if I could actually uninstall that, that would be pretty cool because it seems too flashy. But I plan on like taking these to the store and actually like rolling around in this. This is gonna be so fun. You know, at 31 years old. But the biggest reason I went to New York was the Sonic Symphony. And I went there with my boys. Shout out to TV Sonic, Jimmy Mullen, crap, there's a few other names I can't remember offhand. There's a couple of friends I met there for the first time. I think it was a Chicken Dog. Chicken Dog was one of them. But I had such a blast at the Sonic Symphony. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed that like Crush 40, Kellen Quinn, nor Nathan Sharp from Nate Wants to Battle, neither of them were there. But we had a really good time. I kind of wish they played Open Your Heart, because that's my favorite Sonic song personally, because I'm a Sonic Adventure fanboy. But I had a really good time though. The guy that was trying to do the Kellen Quinn songs, I felt bad for the guy. He couldn't hit those high notes. Kellen Quinn is just, man's one of a kind. But of course, since I saw the Sonic Symphony, I grabbed a lot of merch. Now, I bought the merch before the Sonic Symphony, and then the day before we went to the Symphony, they announced that they got some new merch. I was livid, and I spent another $200 or so. But I'm not going to show you all I got, because I actually plan on doing a video just dedicated to this new Sonic Symphony merch. And earlier I was talking about how I work in a game store. And thankfully, thanks to customers as well as employees, I've gotten some really cool things that they just gave to me. And it means the world to me. So I can't wait to share that. Let's first show off the things that the customers gave to me. So there was this couple that came in, they were trading in a bunch of stuff. And the girlfriend or wife or whatever, the other half, she traded in a few things that she just wanted to throw in on top of, like separately. There's a few things that were worth money, like there was like a Super Mario RPG guide from Nintendo Power, like that was really cool. The other things I looked up, couldn't find anything on. But no, I take that back. There was a couple things that I found that really weren't worth anything, and then there was one thing I couldn't find anything on. But then she just gave them to me. So she gave me the Sonic official 1, 2, and 3 official play guides. These were so cool. Because like, I found something on this, I thought it was like probably $12, $15. So it's something that we probably wouldn't buy. This, I couldn't find a single thing on. There were like different versions of the Sonic 3 guide, but nothing with this particular cover. So I just passed on it. So then she's like, do you want them? And I'm like, yeah. My favorite thing about the guides is that there's like official art in here. This render in particular isn't very good. Like where's the shading? Like it just doesn't. These two don't look very good. We got like comics in here for some godly reason. We got this. We got this. I think this is supposed to be a Game Gear cover, right? And I know there's like other pieces in here. Like it's mostly just like maps to like who the enemies are and like how, like, special routes that you can go on and special items and all that fun jazz. Like pretty much what you would expect out of a guide. But like it does not only the Genesis versions, but it also does the Game Gear versions. So they've got the cover of Sonic 2 right here. If I could have swore there was another cover for Sonic here. Oh no, this is just saying that it's for the Game Gear, I think. There's like no special art in here for that. But like there's this one as well as this piece right here that looks really cool. I've never seen this piece before. But I know there's like one more art in here that looked really cool. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I remember seeing this once, like actually like an actual print of this. This picture's so cool. I love this. So the biggest reason I wanted this is like, mainly for the art. And plus, I've never beaten these games actually. So like, this is so cool. And also it shows all a bunch of merch from back then. Like I didn't know there was a board game for Sonic at the time. I remember the LCD games. Like so much cool stuff. A poster! Wait, look at this. Tell me this is not cool. And I don't remember seeing this render ever either. But the Sonic 3 one, I don't remember having a whole lot of art in it particularly. Like it's mainly just like the game itself. Like there's, I think in the front it has a couple art, like a couple art pieces, but like again, nothing crazy. I want you to go fast. That's the vibes I'm getting from that piece. But hey, now I can play these games on my new Genesis controller. The last thing I'm gonna show off is something that actually meant a lot to me. To be fair, a lot of things mean a lot to me. Oh well. But this thing was so cool. So we hired a new guy at my job. He's only there for the summer. Or at least I think he is. I don't know. But anyway, he was talking to me and he asked me if I liked Crazy Taxi. Because he knew how much I liked Sonic. So I'm like, I absolutely loved Crazy Taxi back then. Then he tells me about this thing. And I was ecstatic. That is this Crazy Taxi RC car. I have the remote as well, that's in the other room, but the thing that is missing, unfortunately, is the charger for the battery in here, which unfortunately is corroded from what I checked. But I remember having this when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it, but I remember having this as a kid. Because this thing is not just an RC car. This thing's actually pretty cool. So like when you turn, if you want to turn left, it will lean to the right, like with like momentum, or at least it feels like it's momentum, like just like the game would. And then there's also a button, like a shoulder button, that would like spin the axle and make the car jump like it had hydraulics, because that was a popular thing back then. And then when you would like shake and drive, this girl on the back would be like wobbling all over the place. And I like how it actually has like a cloth like thing for Axel himself. Which, by the way, I was sad that Axel wasn't the driver for the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing and any other Sega racing game. Axel, I feel like, was like the main character. Like he was the one of, like he was the vibe of the 90s, absolutely. So he was my character of choice. I don't know if they made other RC cars or other characters outside of Axel and this girl, but this thing is so freaking cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put this thing. In fact, I don't even know if I can show this off my collection. I'm looking. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But this thing, I squealed when he gave this to me. Like, cause again, I had this when I was a kid, and he just gave it to me. Like, look at this. This is so cool. Moral of the story: I'm very grateful for a lot of people in my life that hooked me up with so many cool things. I feel like they spoil me, honestly. Like, thank you. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody that hooks me up with whatever, or even just be my friend. Like, I love you guys so much in general. And I know I got more things outside of this. Like, I got a couple of plush from that toy shop I was talking about earlier, but like they're not gaming related, so I'm not sure how many people are gonna like recognize it. But like they made me happy. But I didn't feel like digging them because they're like high up. I need a step stool to grab those now. I'm too lazy for that. But man, I was very grateful for everything I got. So cool. And I plan on getting so much more here pretty soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. By the way, I'm in credit card debt because of buying all this. If anybody wants to help me pay this off so I can buy more things, there'll be a link in the description for a Streamlabs. It's just a donation link from back when I used to stream on YouTube. If anybody wants to throw a few dollars my way, it'd be awesome. I don't have a Patreon or anything like that, so I'm not going to be anybody's monthly bill because I feel guilty of that personally. But if anybody has a few dollars that they want to throw out and help me, links down there, I'd appreciate it. But that's going to sum it up for this video. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social media as well as a donation link, I guess. And I don't know what else I got down there. But again, thank you so much. New York was so fun. Getting home wasn't very fun because I was stressful. I'm not going to go into that. But like, but God, I had a blast at Sonic Symphony. Oh my God. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And I'll see you on the next one. So peace.